Oh, do you smell it? I do. Hold on a second. Breathe it in. It's my favorite day today, hanging out with my fam. The fam is here. About the Verse just came in. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Did you just bring Cena, dude? Did you just bring Cena? You brought back an old meme, dude.
Continue doing what you do.
That was amazing, dude. About the Verse. That was amazing. Bringing it back old school. You just revitalized a meme from like 3-4 years ago, dude. Look at what you did. What did you do? I love these alerts. I'm not even quite sure how they got there. I think Anarchy's doing all this stuff behind the scenes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dude. So last week on the Inside Star Citizen review, dudes, I had Execute on for Info Runners. He's one of my favorite dudes out there. I love chilling out with him. I had him on the podcast. I've been on his show. I've also been on his Star Citizen Leaks. I've been on a couple different shows with him, and he's just like one of my favorite people in the Star Citizen realm. I absolutely love Execute. But, you know, in the comments, you guys just didn't want to share me. You guys were saying, DG, we just want you. Like, you know, you were saying the same thing as you love Execute, but you didn't like that format because you felt like it was taking away from you. And I don't want that. So I'm going to listen to you guys. Just like you guys said you wanted the chat up here. I'm like, okay, you guys want the chat? Boom. Ryu says, DG 360, not DG 270. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool, and from time to time, I might do that, and Effigy's right. I kind of like that. We took a 7-minute show. Thank you, Razor. Coming in for the rescue with that sub. Thanks, dude. We took a 7-minute show and made it an hour, and it was ridiculous. We took a 7-minute Inside Star Citizen, and we made it over an hour long. Just him and I. I loved it. And you know what? I thought it was a kind of chilled time, but I get what you guys were saying. You know, you guys were like, hey, listen, when you're talking with Execute and you got him in the Discord and you two are going at it, you know, and I'm focusing a little too much on Execute is what you guys were saying. And I understand that. I understand the love that we share. Now, it's just us again. I'm sorry. I'll never cheat on you again. Let's watch some Inside Star Citizen, my favorite day with my fam. Let's do it.
In Star Citizen, there's a lot of cool.
Oh my goodness, my ears. Sorry about that. Let me turn this down a little bit. I think that was from this morning. Let's try that again. Oh
places to visit, but traveling between those places in space and such, maybe it gets a little bit flat and boring, and maybe that's what it's like.
I like this gas cloud 3D volumetric cloud
make
tech.
A really, really cool experience here, and I think we can make it look a lot nicer through spacescaping.
Spacescaping. It's like mowing your lawn
so
in a very vast scale.
This one spawns with some asteroids, and this is basically one of the ways we're going to add depth to different locations in Stanton.
Right.
The way these are created are through a process in Houdini that I've been using, and basically I can just try and make a simulation, play around with it, try and see what looks nice, and then I'll try and
I think it's this guy's mic.
Once it's an engine, then I can start lighting this guy up and creating some interesting areas all around it.
Yeah.
The reason why there are some...
Here's the thing. I've been dealing with a lot of audio issues from people who are uploading who are supposed to be #professional. This morning on stream, we were looking at some new DC content, seeing if they could actually compete with Marvel once again. And while we were watching it, we noticed that they released new trailers where the audio was way too low. And I'm thinking to myself, you guys are Warner Brothers in DC and you guys cannot like upload a professional video where the audio is. Yeah, I blame Jared, says an effigy. Now we got it a little too high, and I get it. Jared's, getting some information from a guy remotely. He sends it in with the best audio that he has. He's not necessarily an audio guy, so he sends in something a little too loud. Audio levels need to be a little bit lower. Oh yeah, J-Dubs remembers. J-Dub says, oh, that trailer audio is horrible, and I had to adjust it. I had to make it professional, and I find myself doing this a lot now when we watch these things. We literally got to adjust the volume levels for other people. There is no standard rate. Right. So, this is just for the people that are working from home at Cloud Imperium. When you're sending Jared stuff, try and get the professional audio. Please. Please. It's very important.
Some dark areas and some lighter areas of this gas cloud is because it's gas particles, right? So the hotter or maybe more intense gas will light up a little bit more, and the darker gas will just pretty much give some shadows and occlusion.
I mean, it really is beautiful. Like, I do love that. Like, it's
so
very
the red stuff you can
three-dimensional.
probably see along the outskirts here. It's the new space dust. And
Even
it's
going
pretty much
through-
being lit up by a light leak color
Yes.
that comes from the properties of the gas cloud. And so the sun will pierce light through the cloud, and then it'll tint it a specific color. So that's what it's doing to the particles right now as I'm moving towards it. But we can see it a little bit more obviously if we zoom into an asteroid here. It has this little bit of a red tint on it because the gas cloud starts as generally a bluish color, light bluish.
Dude, the color,
But it
there's
has
so much
a
depth
light
to
leak
it.
color that is orange. And so when the light pierces through it, it gets more and more of that tint added onto the objects around it. So this is one of the gas cloud childs that we have right now.
I gotta adjust the audio again. Oh, gotta adjust the audio down even more on this part. My goodness.
If there's a child, there must always be a parent. So if we zoom out,
Value-added gaming.
and we'll speed up a lot here.
Woo!
This is its parent. And this guy is quite massive. So
Did
it
you
has
just see that? We witnessed the birth of a gas cloud. Now, if we actually zoom right in, oh, that's too close. That's too close.
several children within it. So I know where a second one is here. So here's another
Whoa!
child on the opposite side of the cloud. It's a very similar scale to the one we were just at. And
Wow.
it gives you a very similar amount of depth and feel, but it's lit in a completely different way.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
it looks a little bit
I'm
more
the
aggressive.
colors
It gives off
with the lighting.
a cool feel like that.
Starfarers to harvest
So
that
with
up
play
for
spaces,
sure, Hammer.
Generally, you'll spend most of your time in these child VDBs, and then you'll do your.
It says VDB is a volume database file, contains data used to simulate volumetric effects such as clouds of smoke, sometimes referred to as a 3D texture file for voxels.
Some traveling or even flying at SEM speeds from one to another, but something like this would be a quantum travel to your other child or multiple other children.
How many children
and so
are you having?
I really wanted to at least test here in this setup what I've got here. And see
Papa
if,
was a
quantum traveling
rolling
through
stone.
this, really nice
Wherever he laid his hat, there's a Papa
bright
Daddy
area
cloud.
would be,
There's
would
too
be
many
an
baby
interesting feat.
clouds. No.
So throughout this, I've been moving very, very fast. Probably
And when
faster
he
than
died,
what you can quantum
all
travel at.
he left
So
us
it
was
is generally really hard
alone.
to
Sorry.
tell what scale we're at right now. But if I go down to this guy, this little child here,
This
you
is
can
like
see
really
your
interesting the way he's
asteroids.
referring to
you can
these.
see the whole thing.
This little baby.
But maybe what we can do is turn on
Thank
some
you, Scooter. He
lights
likes my
for
scale.
So right here, this is a
Whoa!
sphere. There's a scale of yellow.
And a little
So
crimson.
It's
We'll
really
put a
it's
little
really-
crimson.
It's very close to the scale of a moon here. This child,
A little
itself,
muddy rust color.
But we can scale up a little bit.
Wow!
Here's the size of Hurston. Slightly bigger. Not too bad.
Oh, I
Here's
can't
the
wait
size
till
of
this is
the
a game.
Crusader.
Oh!
We have that compared to the parent. The parent is even larger than that. So I think there's a lot of space that we can use around
Wow!
here to add extra,
Wow.
extra little depth, little children. Even though that sounds funny to say.
Wait.
Little child gas clouds.
Wait. You know what'd be really cool? As if when you're on the planet, you can look up and you can like see these things if you're in these gas clouds. That's what she said, says Ryu. God, I hope they even like it, you would have to. You'd imagine that you'd have to be able to look up and be able to see and see this. This is like an extra dimension onto what we're seeing currently in the night sky. That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely amazing to be able to see that at night, like on the dark side of a planet. Exactly, J-Dubs. Oh, that would be so cool. I'm taking it to another level. Even I'm just taking it to another level because I would love to be on a moon or a planet in this gas cloud area on the dark side of it and be able to look up and just see some type of lighting from these gas from these gas clouds. Man, that scale is off the hook here.
It's all around the parent here, and it can hold them as a home.
As work continues adapting the gas cloud tech created for Squadron 42,
Execute, if you're watching now, I can just hear your voice. I know what you're saying right now.
The is busy adding further iteration on features like force reactions, which not only aim to provide a realistic and visceral sense to being.
We have decided. I'm sorry, Jared, if you're watching this. I love you, bro. But Execute and I have decided maybe we're gonna start a Kickstarter to give Jared like a spa package. You know, the works. Like the works. I feel like he needs a vacation, and we just need to do something nice for him. You like the pause frame right there, Ryu? Sorry, Jared. I'm sorry, dude. I'm worried. He's just chilling. He doesn't care. He's just chilling. He's Rona moded it. He's just Rona moded. It's just Rona mode. Most of us are like this anymore. I tend to like every day keep a schedule, and I'm like, okay, this is what I gotta do. I gotta kind of with the hygiene. I gotta do this stuff. You know, especially that I'm on this diet and everything. But this is what we talk about sometimes on the show. I worry for Jared. I worry for you, Jared. I'm worried. Please let us know you're gonna be okay. That's totally my opinion, by the way. That's totally my opinion.
Hit by just about anything in the Star Citizen universe, but also give reason to all those seats in the bellies of dropships when exterior forces begin transferring to those within.
So force reactions this time around, we're just adding a little more layers to the game. It's going to give you more immersion. I think if it's just adding to what Star Citizen is.
I love Jared.
So the big additions on 311 is the knockdown and seeing the reactions in the ship. When you work on any feature, you need a good testing ground, like something a little bit simpler, where there's less noise than say loading into the full PU experience every time. But it also allows us to really dial in on all the different edge cases, all the different scenarios. With forced reactions. Sam's really sort of taken the whole test level to heart and built like an amusement park of different rides you can go on to test all the different aspects. And this is great because it allows you to have tons of fun, first of all, and if you have fun,
that would be great, Ross. And a cigar.
Be a better feature.
Hello.
Wait, what did that say? What did that say? What did that say in there? Wind test cold. Oh, they're doing testing. That looks pretty cool.
Sure.
Hello, I'm Samuel Joyce. I'm a technical designer on Star Citizen. So let me jump into the editor and show you what that's all about. One of the force reactions that we're working on is called...
It looks like a skate park in that testing area, huh?
Bullet, and their body will react in a certain way, depending on how far
Oh, I totally I love the dude. I know that reference in Effigy. It's one of my favorite movies, Big Lebowski. He abides, dude. Trust me, I know that.
So when you're being hit by a automatic weapon, you'll really feel that impact. Similarly, if you're being shot by a rifle, the rifles generate a lot more impact, which means you're going to get a much more severe reaction.
Okay. I see what they're doing here.
Hit by a shotgun from far away.
Yeah, okay. What about right next, like, knock me on my ass if I get hit by a shotgun.
The more pellets you get hit by,
if it's right up on me, just knock me down.
However, if you walk up to the shotgun and get shot point blank,
yes!
Suddenly you get knocked down, and now you have a chance to shoot your enemy. When you're in the field battle, you're going to be shot by rockets.
Oh, I'm liking this.
By the rockets, you kind of like fly sideways. So what I'm going to do next is
I like that.
The force reactions
that was a 10. A+ on that.
So we see the most accurate representation of being blasted by a shotgun. What this big green square is for...
I saw that too in Effigy. That was great.
Force reactions. So for example, if I increase the force to about 60, we're going to get a really small little nudge which will knock us down. And we'll barely go anywhere. And if we up the force a bit more, we should start going about 1.5 meters forward.
Okay.
So the furthest
Loving
that
it.
we
Good
want you to be
animations.
able to fall when you have an explosion go off behind you is about 3 meters. So this little
Yeah,
yellow
for
line represents
V1,
that.
not bad.
One of the things
Not
we want
bad.
to be wary of when you're getting knocked down is when you get knocked down from a great height. What's the character going to do as he's falling? The kinds of issues that we'd be looking at would be just the general animation flow and being able to see if we got enough frames in each
All right.
little area without it looking clunky.
A little bit more physics work. J-Dub's like, whee!
As you saw there, just as the explosion went off, my camera shaked a little bit. There's a little example of what
All right.
grenade explosion's pressure is going to do.
All right.
If you're not quite in the blast zone. So here's a grenade where I haven't been able to get out of the way, but it affects both of us. Next up, I'm going to show you AI twitches. So once
Okay. I like this. This is like more content. I'm liking this episode. This is getting back to what I was talking about last week. I'm digging this. Like I feel like it started off with the cloud, you know, but then it showed us the scope of it. And I was like, okay, cool. Like now we can finally see the scope. So good, but it still wasn't like hitting me, you know, even though that was amazing. I was like, okay, what else? Is that all we're going to do here? We got the 12-minute time. We know we've hit that good spot, the 11 to 15 mark when they're that long. I appreciate that. I don't like the short ones. I definitely need to have like longer episodes. But sometimes there's even in the longer ones, it doesn't feel like the content's there. This one's feeling good. This one's feeling real good.
once this guy knows about our little buddy over there.
Yeah, Ross. I share that concern, Ross. I do. Wow.
Some of the reactions that you could see, I can trigger them myself. When he's being shot, he'll be hit by their thing. So we've
It
just
still
gone
looks
to
a little
the
bit,
hangar test
you know,
lab.
and here's the thing, especially when I'm battling the AI and the NPC, I still notice it's still a little herky-jerky. So I'm hoping they're working on animations just a little bit, even through these reactions that we're seeing. They're only version 1 reactions, but I still think they're a little bit herky-jerky. I want more fluidity in the animations, just a touch more. Like, it's going the right direction, though. Going the right direction. I'm digging this.
Where I can spawn in any of the ships that I need to test in. So today we're gonna
Yeah.
Andromeda.
Yeah,
If I just
definitely, Hammer.
teleport to the seat,
It's work in progress. Right.
and then we can get out.
What is this? What's up, Milk?
What I'm gonna get this to do now is we're going to get the AI to fly my ship for me.
Well, I know it's a Connie, J-Dubs. I'm saying, what are they?
And
J-Dubs, he's smart ass.
Is we're going to see your character's going to start leaning depending on the g-forces of the ship. So right now we're flying directly upwards. What I'm going to do now is ask a Andromeda to ram the ship.
Okay. Yes. Physics.
Sometimes
I'm feeling like we're gonna get
feel
that
sorry for
physics
these
we
guys
finally have
because
been
you're
asking
knocking them
for.
off the screen all the time.
Ah, yes. Okay. Better production right there. Love it.
To wrap up, I would say this release is gonna be one big new push on the force reactions. The knockdowns, for me especially, is a new feature that really adds a different dimension to the game. But this is by no means the end of it. We're gonna keep iterating on it. We're gonna keep adding more types of reactions.
Really?
Balance it. And, you know, obviously this is where a lot of player feedback is going to be useful. You know, hope
Yep,
you
just
guys
like the
really
flight
enjoy what
tests
we put
that we've
out
been
there,
doing.
Get your feedback back to us. And
Good.
You
You guys are
trust
being
us
real good
to,
about that, by the
keep
way.
working
Sending
on it
feedback in.
and
You guys have been doing a
getting
great
dialed
job.
in where everyone is really happy with it.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that gas clouds can be used to make some of the areas between
That's
points of
amazing,
interest
J-Dubs.
more interesting themselves.
Saying
That
it
can
was
be
going to be
just
in
as
this
much fun
release coming
building
up.
test levels for developers as it is making game levels for players. And that when the captain turns on the fasten seatbelt light, you better move around the cabin at your own risk. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you next
Wow.
week.
So explosions, when people run into you, we're talking about like having responses, like these forced reactions. They're wonderful. I'm really, wow, J-Dubs. J-Dubs trying to get a forced reaction out of me. Thank you, J-Dubs. Thank you very much, dude. You guys have been more than generous. Thank you so very much. I had a wonderful time today. Look at this. Look at all this. This is amazing. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here, guys. This was a good episode. This was a good one. Yeah, this is pretty solid. This made me feel good. Yeah, this made me feel good. I needed that. I was starting to, it was starting to kind of like, that feeling you get when you're on top of the hill on a coaster and you start to, and it was starting to feel that way a little bit. And I was getting a little bit concerned. But it's good because we got to see more content, that value-added gameplay. I want to thank everybody. Throw me ideas on the community tab. I probably put that out tonight or tomorrow, where I'm going to ask you guys what you want for the next giveaway. I want to do it around the $100 mark and get that advertised, get that put out there as soon as possible. Give back to this community. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the subs and the bits and the donations. You guys were wonderful today. I had a great time. Hopefully I can be on tomorrow morning as well. Lord, welcome to the family. What a great day today. What a great show today. I had a wonderful time with you guys. This highlight will be on YouTube very shortly. Go over there. You can see yourself having a good time here. Look, you guys were awesome. The amount of chat here, all the feedback from the show was delicious. It was delicious. You guys are delicious. That's okay. Maybe that's not the right word. It's the wrong adjective to use. I'm sorry, guys.